How are you recovering from your injuries, Nabora?
Oh, it's you. Rover. Yes. I'm feeling much better. Dr. Herzen took very good care of me. I just did what he said and rested for a few days here, and I barely feel any pain now. Are you here to visit him?
Yes, we have something to discuss.
He's in the counseling room next door. My friend Sigrika is in there. It might take a while, huh?
Thanks. Take care of yourself.
How to put this? I think you can have more faith in yourself, Sigrika.
Faith in myself.
You see, people can be more perceptive than you might realize, including those you care about. Good or bad, true or false, these things have a way of coming to light. And as your friend Denia said, sometimes a little distraction is good for your health.
Yeah. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Dr. Herzen.
You're welcome. Again, don't push yourself too hard. I take it you're the type who'd suddenly bolt up in bed at night, wide awake, worrying about an exam? And that'd probably go on for a whole week.
Huh? Is it really that obvious?
Only my conjecture. Would you like some candy? Sweets help keep a smile.
Sure. And is it okay for me to come back some other time, Dr. Herzen?
Why, of course. Feel free to visit my office anytime.
So, about that exostrider plan you mentioned, let's get...
All in good time. Let's start with something lighter first.
Something lighter?
Any topic at all, but let's slow the tempo a little. You're too eager. Your emotions are clouding your judgment. You must feel it too. Here, a piece of candy. It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
No thanks.
I understand your anxiety over Imeth's situation. You've always held her dear, but it's taken more out of you than you realize. Things are best taken one step at a time. The Exostrider hasn't awakened yet.
Okay, you're right. Let's table the exostrider for now. Let's talk about you, Luke. I trust Imeth. What we experienced together proved she was telling me the truth. But you and me? We might be strangers in passing who became confidants, as you put it. But it feels like every conversation we've had just skims the surface. I prefer to know who I'm working with before jumping into something as big as opening the Strider Gate. It'll affect the entire Lahiroi region.
Point taken. It seems a proper introduction is long overdue. Please, ask me anything. I'll answer as candidly as I can.
Are you a consultant from the Black Shores?
That I am not. Work that leaves documented trails doesn't suit my style. But I am acquainted with quite a few bloom bearers.
Imeth said she didn't know you well, but that I could trust you. You also know about the bond between me and her.
Imeth is a sharp girl, even though you never introduced me to her. She's a lot like you. Smart, driven, good at bearing burdens. Though she's proven to be even more stubborn than you are. After you left Lahairoi, she came to see me a few times in the name of counseling. To learn about you.
You didn't tell her anything.
I didn't. You had other tasks for me here in Lahairoi. You didn't let us properly get to know each other because you wanted to shield her from my line of work. She later stopped these visits after realizing that. Still, I really hoped she would have opened up to me more. You both tend to keep...
One last question. What did you mean I had other tasks for you?
That is a key topic, but not suitable for discussion here. The Space Trek Collective is backed by a number of different nations and powers. Their internal politics are of no concern to us. There are many watching eyes among the support staff. The infirmary is, after all, a public space. Why don't we take this somewhere more private?
To where?
I have a place in mind. Just come with me, Golden Girl.
More personal business to attend to again, Dr. Herson?
Shh. Just a quick break, Nana. Mind holding down the fort? The next shift will be here soon.
Take care, Doctor. Do try to return in one piece.
Don't worry. I have her with me today.
Sundermere?
Yes. I keep a small workspace of my own here. Leave them to me. Let's not waste any more time. A bearable price. Game over. Rise anew. Finally, some blood. Now, that's more like it. The Exostrider's sword emits a unique frequency. It shields my workspace from most long-range detection methods.
You picked a good spot. Quite a step.
This is what a secret room is about. Now, let's start with the conclusion before we get into all the details. Warren was the first Fractsidus mole you uncovered. Think of the Space Trek Collective as a web of competing powers. An isolated polar region, rich with exoswarm and the potential for technological breakthrough, even for the Fractsidus.
You're saying the fall of Helios wasn't their real goal?
It was one of several. After your journey in Huanglong and Renacida.
The Threnodian. All F1.
Correct. Given the Threnodians' unique nature, it's sure to catch their attention.
Spying on the Fractsidus is risky.
Well, that is a bit of a long story. You've always preferred to see things for yourself. Please, follow me to that table. The Golden Serum, developed by the Naviale group. My father started it as a medication for rare diseases.
Evolution.
Well, on paper it worked, but I was a rare case who survived. It wasn't until I met you that I realized there was more to the story. The rest is in my study, shall we? My brother Ryan drew them. We're not related by blood. Ryan never could handle pain.
So that's why he always has candy with him.
For a while, I tried to be the perfect son Father wanted. It only got worse from there. I thought what my father did was a rather mundane until your hints made me suspect it was someone's staged finale. The entire Lola managed a quick glimpse before the fire consumed
A Fractsidus Overseer's report?
Yes. The recipient is...
Those 3 items you just showed me.
They didn't just get into our work. Have you ever met the Fractsidus' Grand Architect?
The thousand-faced survivor. Wait. Does this mean your father would...
I think the Grand Architect sees life and death as a... So, that's your answer.
Hatred.
Now, it has become something of a... Continue this train of investigation, and my friends in the Black Shores told me you've already had...
3. Cristoforo, Frolova, and Scar. Plus the Grand Architect you mentioned.
Ah, Those names do ring a bell. Frolova is codenamed Hecate. Cristoforo? Arachnos. Intriguing, isn't it? But it's a telling detail. Think about it. A powerful resonator who causes chaos at random leaves no trail to follow. I've been compiling reports on the Overseers for years. I've reactivated your access. You'll find the door controls right over there. The Fraxidus is loosely organized. Most of its members have only undergone basic, artificially induced body modification. They're not terribly difficult to neutralize. But if you encounter artificers with more creative modification, Hydra is their leading mind on human evolution and body modification. In other words, if you spot one, be on guard in case the other is lurking close by. Zashiki Warashi won't require much of your attention.
Ashinohara. I've heard of it somewhere before.
The girl we had in the infirmary for a while. Chisa, I remember. The city that trapped her, Honami, is part of Ashinohara. Now, on to two key pieces of the puzzle. I did say the Fraxidus was a loose organization. Remember that report from earlier? It's only a matter of time before you go to the new Federation. That's their most critical base of operations.
How critical? Do they operate in the open?
Not exactly, but in a place where money talks. Their foothold in the new Federation has given them immense leverage. With that endless stream of wealth, the Speaking of which, Star Torch Academy is also heavily funded by the new Federation.
Eris, huh? Duly noted. I'm assuming the other key piece is the Grand Architect.
The Fraxidus Grand Architect. Their true name is unknown. They only appear through borrowed identities. I did brush shoulders with them once. It was a shame. I had no idea at the time, and missed my shot. This pen was the only thing I brought back from that great fire. I have yet to decipher the lettering, but it shows one thing for sure. It's a pity you called me to the High Roy.
You uncovered all this by yourself?
More or less. I did have some help along the way.
To get your hands on one of the Grand Architect's personal items.
Playing along with them isn't that difficult once you get the hang of it. Like I said, they are a loose organization.
Knowing the Fraxidus, stealing all that intel on the Overseers is risky. No, Luke. How can a doctor who doesn't value his own life save anyone else's?
You know, this is the second time you've said those words to me. I should send today's findings to her. It's been too... Good. You got the intel. Would have been a shame. You want me to go to the High Roy?
There's evidence of their activity in the High Roy. I need you to keep an eye on things.
Now is not the right time.
You've already drawn enough attention. Do we really have to wait for you to get killed to decide it's the right time? How can a doctor save anyone else's life if he doesn't value his own? Keep pushing like this, and you'll...
Not pulling any punches, are you?
Trust me, that's only the warm-up. The High Roy is a nice place, Luke. Bright, passionate students, beautiful snow. Perfect for slowing things down. Listen to me on this.
Very well. As you wish. So I've led a leisurely life in the High Roy ever since? No need to worry. I know. Let's set aside the Fraxidus for now. We should discuss the Exostrider plan. But first, tell me what happened to you and Imeth in the Frostlands. I see. Imeth, she...
I understand her reasons. She was fighting for her dream, for the High Roy in the only way she knew how. But I won't accept it. There's more I haven't tried. I'm not done fighting for her.
Of course. Now, about the Exostrider. It started with Space Trek Collective finding a giant Soliskin root network in Bjarter Woods. It keeps the Threnodians' fractured forms sealed on both sides of the Strider Gate. Break it, and these forms will reunite. But the Collective still yearn to open that gateway, to explore the unknown. So, they created the Synchronous. But lately, the Threnodians' attacks on the seal have been increasing. I'm afraid the Fraxidus is also getting ready to make a move. With the reactor core returned, all you need now is a little patience. Wait for the Exostrider to awaken. You were a synchronist in the Academy once before. I'll speak with Lucilla about getting you piloting access.
Then I'll wait for your news, Luke.
Certainly. But our immediate priority should be the Fraxidus. I have a feeling they're planning to sabotage our plans for the Exostrider. Rover said she'd like to check on the Exostrider in the Frostlands before she left. Well, it could be a way to take her mind off things. Now then.
Dr. Herson, is something the matter?
Must you always assume the worst, Lucilla? Can't I just call to chat?
I find that highly unlikely, Doctor. Let's skip the preamble.
Rover.
So this is about Imeth. She was so tight-lipped with me about what happened in the Frostlands. Yet she spoke to you.
Sitting on our hands won't fix anything. And she was willing to open up. If a friend runs into trouble, I'll naturally step in to listen. Besides, what I have to share today benefits the Academy. It could help us get ahead of a few potential issues.
Very well. Let's hear it then.
My head's spinning. Oh,
Ethan,
my...
hold on. I recall you coming by the infirmary. Is this the
No, I will get...
You can't run yourself like an...
Thank you, Doctor.
Let's see here. Ah, young Luke.
Just here to discuss something with someone.
Not bad. What do you say we grab...
Of course. Why don't you...
You work fast.
Taking things apart and putting them back together again is quite...
So, what do you say we sneak over to Rogan's place? We can put it back after he's had a good
Have a seat, Doctor. Shame. I thought she would come with you.
She's been here before, but things are different now. I prefer not to have her tangled in the Collective's trivial matters.
Fair enough. But I'm not like those stubborn old goats you're used to dealing with. Now, go on. Give me the highlights, Dr. Herson. The Fraxidus. I understand. I'll keep a closer watch. As for piloting the Exostrider, if she's capable, that's fine by me. That said, we can't ignore the risks that come with opening the Strider Gate. The Threnodian concerns every one of us at the High Roy. I'll handle the board as you've asked.
Thank you for understanding, Lucilla. President. Our conversation went more smoothly than I expected. I thought you might think I had a hidden agenda. As a thank you, care for some candy?
I'll pass. I'm well aware of your candy outreach program across campus. for what you said earlier. I've been here long enough to know exactly who you are. Thanks to your efforts in uncovering those moles, the Academy is safer, and we have far fewer headaches to worry about. What truly surprised us was your choice to stay all these years and become one of Lahai-Roy's steadfast guardians.
Oh, I'm just glad the President doesn't see me as some busybody.
You're the right kind of busybody.
A friend of mine sold me on this place. Went on and on about the beautiful snow and the bright, passionate students. Convinced me to come. But when I actually got here, nothing like the brochure she described. Turns out, our students dream of reaching the stars, all while living in a gilded cage. I know that these students aren't fools. They're the best minds from across the nations. It's their ideals, their hope for the future that lets them endure the ugly realities of this. I only came to Lahai-Roy because a friend recommended it.
Now you've grown to like it here, right?
An urgent transmission from Nana. If you'll excuse me.
Dr. Hurd said there was a break-in at the infirmary. Nevora's being kidnapped by the one we previously...
What is your status? Are you severely damaged?
No need to worry. Just need time to repair.
Understood. Prioritize damage control after this call. Notify the Academy's security department. It'll take time for them to respond. I'll go after Warren. Which direction did he take her?
Received message from the Academy. They're heading towards the Sky Arc space station in the Frostlands.
It's the Court of Savante space station she and I discovered before. I'm on my way. Warren has escaped. He's taken a student and is heading for one of the debris fields in the Frostlands.
What do you plan to do?
I'm going after him. I'd like you to set up a perimeter there to cut off his escape and prevent any further risks to the Academy.
You want me to secure a perimeter while you go in alone to handle Warren?
I have a hypothesis. One I'd like to verify by myself.
Very well. Your track record warrants it. Go, Dr. Herson. I'll expect good news.
Nevora. Why now?
I know you've been here before. Take me to the data room. Now!
Oh, okay. I'll do anything you say.
They're heading deeper into the station. Is there someplace we haven't discovered yet? Right on schedule. Yeah. Imbalance ends here. Take it easy. Do you want one too? Hmm? Oh. Path's clear. The researchers the Academy stationed here. Their bleeding stopped. I should keep going after Warren. Right on schedule.
Rot, resected!
As expected. Time to incise a bearable price. Blink, and agony ends. Finally, some blood. Gotcha. I bestow eternal peace. Imbalance ends here. Spatial anomalies. Did someone reactivate the Skyarc system?
I'll get out of Lahai, Roy. Out of this cursed place.
It appears Warren's taken Navora to the data room we visited earlier. The path is blocked. It's those error modules again. I should use the adapter. Game over. Refreshing. It's cleared. Gotta keep moving. A nice change of view. Path's clear. Almost there. Now, moment of truth.
I brought the student, just like you asked. So, Lahai Roy was just a minor setback. I'm still useful. I still have work in the new Federation. I still... Stop hiding! Say something! You! That doctor who's always watching.
You've reached a dead end, Warren. Don't you see that?
It's your dead end!
Skyark's data room. There must be a reason. Was that just impulse? Or perhaps... right on schedule. As expected. Ash takes form. Return. My scalpel etches your epitaph.
Dr. Herson! Warren, is he?
He's only unconscious. Everything's okay, Navora. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. It's just that he struck me in the back of the neck. It really hurts. I'm really scared.
It's okay. Don't force yourself to hold it in. After a shock like that, it's much better if you let it out. Take your time. Tell me what happened when you're ready.
Okay. I'll try. I need a moment.
Then rest here for now. I'll go check on Warren.
I fell asleep on the hospital bed. When I woke up and opened my eyes, Warren was pointing a gun at my head. He was frantic, grilled me non-stop about Skyark, and when he found out I'd been to the station before, he forced me to bring him. Wait! Those researchers by the door!
One of them didn't make it. The other two are still alive.
I see. As for what else happened, I don't really remember.
That's all right. I've already formed a rough theory about his motives now. You should rest, Navora. We'll handle things from here.
Is that so? Then, Dr. Herson, care to share your theory? Oh, Doctor. How mean. Is that any way to treat a student?
I'm afraid identity theft is not in the curriculum. Isn't that right, Grand Architect of the Fraxidus? Since you insist on playing the student, I'll offer a lesson. It takes two to play a game.
I know. Played me for a fool, didn't you? I was going to kill you for a little one-on-one time with Rover. Shame.
Regrettable that you evaded what was meant for you.
But it's okay. Uncle Warren's dead. Nice and clean.
Being caught out in the open, and still he thought he could just vanish from Lahai.
Anyway, I got back what I wanted too, so I'm a happy girl.
On my way here, I kept wondering why you acted so quickly. It didn't fit your usual style of staying in character until the very end. Just as I thought. You were after this pen.
Ah, yes, my precious. I couldn't find it anywhere, so it was you who took it from me. This is the first time someone's taken something from me. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. When did you begin to suspect?
If you must know, my suspicions began to deepen during our last visit to the space station, when you feigned that injury. Your acting had been flawless, Grand Architect. But even you cannot mimic what you don't understand. Death itself. To an immortal like you, no matter how many times you die, it's just another lost identity. And I happen to have seen you die before.
Oh? Is this why you've had your eye on me all this time? Let me think. Oops. Can't seem to remember. My bad. My real favorite things are the ones that are really old and far, far away. But you're something special, Dr. Herson. You're the first person in forever to ever come this close. Without you, the game in the High Roy would be so boring. So, you get prizes. And I promise, it's right up your alley. Now, for the first one. At the upcoming new solar celebration, among all the lovely students, stands... I'm so looking forward to that child's performance.
Telling us this doesn't do your spy any good.
But that's what makes it fun! It's a cat and mouse game. The mouse needs to know the cat is coming, or how else will it run fast enough on its little wheel? To win, you just have to be the hunter. And if you do end up catching that child, that just proves they were useless anyway.
That was only the first. What's the next one?
The next prize is right here in this data room. I had so much fun on this little trip to the Sky Arc. Oh, home sweet home. Your faraway home. The one you can never, ever go back to. Leading you there wasn't all for nothing. The look on your face was the sweetest treat. Let's be sure to have more fun like this in the future. Until next time, you two. I wish you a pleasant past, present, and future.
Why did you stop me? You think we couldn't have stopped her here?
Yes. My goal was to gather intelligence, not apprehend the Fraxidus' Grand Architect. When we dug up my father's empty grave, I realized that it is no simple feat to find an immortal who leaves no trail. The Grand Architect may appear to act on a whim, but in my observation, that playfulness is just another layer of disguise. There's a purpose. When Nana called earlier, something felt off. Warren is a researcher himself. Why, even if he did? Breaking into the infirmary and letting Nana send a distress call was a sloppy strategy.
So that's why you called me afterwards. I did hear Navor say you've had her in the infirmary all this time.
I was waiting for her to show her hand. Until then, it was all speculation. I needed to see her end the act to be immortal. 1,000 faces. If I'm not mistaken, there should be something more important hidden in this room. Otherwise, she wouldn't have called it a prize. These are... This lettering. Do you recall the lead researcher on the Etheric Sea Initiative?
Professor Junji.
Yes. During his lecture, he mentioned a scholar who had just joined the project. I've found that scholar's record in the system. The letters of this name are a perfect match with those engraved on that pen.
Are you saying that scholar is the Grand Architect?
According to these records, the Etheric Sea Initiative was stalled due to a lack of funding. Her involvement influenced the CSC's decision on this project, but everything else about her birthplace, employment history...
Sounds like another identity borrowed by the Grand Architect.
Indeed. It seems we've just traced this 1,000... These records also show Wei Ying took great interest in the CSC and Etheric...
The universe. What secrets is it hiding behind all those infinite stars? I really want to know.
And about that footage... No need to explain. It just occurred to me that this wasn't a coincidence.
The Etheric Sea. That might have been my entry point to Solaris after leaving my distant homeland. Wei Ying was interested in the Etheric Sea before its planet-wide spread. I will. Given her nature, the more she appears, the more she gives away. Otherwise, she'd die of boredom.
Huh. Exactly. The Fraxidus has more than one base in Solaris, and I'm far from the only one with a grudge or an interest. But now, her fascination with what lies beyond all those infinite stars. And the Court of Savante. Since our Grand Architect has taken it...
The Court of Savante was active in Mengzhou?
Just a rumor. They say a city was built there under their direction. As for the new Federation, you'll likely end up there eventually if you plan to counter the Fraxidus' operation. But not now. Things are too complicated over there.
I'll be cautious.
Yes. About how Imeth disappeared. After that incident, the Academy detected cracks on the Thernodian seal in the depths of Biarter Woods. I believe it was the Grand Architect who damaged the seal. Lucila's people will handle things here now.
To where?
Let's go clear our minds. You shouldn't sit with this alone. Penny for your thoughts?
There's too many to count.
Feel like talking about it?
Maybe a little. I keep wondering if the choices I made in the past were the right ones. I still don't know why I chose to erase my memories. You, Imeth, those at the Black Shores, and I pulled everyone into my grand plan to save the world. And if we can't save Imeth, she'll just be forgotten. Left to drift in the void forever.
Even if that hadn't happened, you know your lifespan is immense. Death and goodbyes are a final lesson no one escapes.
You're right.
Since you already know that, you should also see that everyone else has already given their answer. You're still the same person you were before, and it's not because you're a supposed savior. It's because you've always been you. And we're not just doing this for you. We chose this path ourselves. You have nothing to feel guilty for. One can only move forward by making peace with what's lost. You taught me that a long time ago. In the end, I failed to find my father's murderer. I failed to protect Rhine. I failed to protect my own family.
But your brother is still alive. You're alive. There's still hope.
Who knows when I'll wake up next time.
Then we'll make a promise, Luke. We'll see each other again next winter. You'll open your eyes, and I'll be standing right here. Just like today.
Come now. Enough with that face. Some candy?
You always carry candy with you.
As in...
It'll help take the edge off and lighten the mood.
That. Honestly, not really. It's become more of a habit of mine. As a boy, I'd have one whenever things felt too big to handle. Later, after I inherited Naviale, I realized there were still so many things I couldn't control. Even after I left the company and set out to follow the Fraxidus' trail on my own, I'd be chewing on one while I watched those who helped me die right in front of me. Still powerless, it seems. So I've come to believe that no matter how strong a person becomes, not everything can be done perfectly. In life, many things are beyond our control. But I still enjoy candy. It reminds me that meeting people is still a gift, even if I know I might lose them one day. If you let grief and anger burn you out, you become obsessed with results. You forget the joy you felt. A little sweetness helps keep the numbness at bay.
I'll have one of your candies.
How does it taste?
Luke, my chances of saving Imeth? They're pretty slim, aren't they?
They are. You'll need a miracle. But you've always been good at making those happen.
Thanks for the candy.
You're very welcome.